I really like video games that tell you what they're loading as they're loading them. It reminds me of the Amiga days where games would tell you alternately that they were loading and then decrunching, which I thought was quite charming. I also like the idea that this game has precisely 127 graphics, as if that's all you need. My name's Chris Charlton from wheredoesgodzillapoop.com, and today we're having a look at Celulo from WizCorp. They're an international bunch of mainly European guys, actually, but they run out of Tokyo, which is just down the road from us at WDGP Towers. Before, they've done a lot of engine work for sort of Gree and those social games that they put out, but they've also put together a couple of free-to-play puzzlers, and this is one of them. So yeah, this is a free-to-play puzzle game. As you can tell by looking at the top of the screen, there are two different in-game currencies. I have those little circular coins, which I use to spend on games and power-ups. And I also have gold, which I'm out of because I haven't spent any real money. You get some gold at the start, and I've used it all, and now I'm out. So buying new ones, wow, crikey, $80 is the top dog here, the top billing item. But even the fact that the cheapest item here is $2 seems a little bit off. I kind of think usually with free-to-play games, if you have, I think fairly often the most popular in-app purchase is just the cheapest $1.85 yen item, because it's not too much of a stretch to have someone go, you know, free game, I'll throw $1 their way. It seems weird that the cheapest thing here is $2 rather than $1. I don't know whether that's something they'll change. Often, you know, that's the sort of thing, the in-app purchases that get switched up from time to time. So let's jump into a game here, and you use one of those coins that you have to play a game. The more you play, you level up and you earn more coins. You also get a few coins each day, but it's not so bad that you're locked out from playing the game because you don't have any currency. But it can be if you spend that currency on power-ups, which I can do here. I get one for free, or I can spend one coin on another one, 3 coins on the third. Let's see, I'm going to go with Celulo Squad because it's the best one, and wow, what the hell, let's spend one more coin. Freezy DNA. You then spend your coins, you spend your gold rather, on boosts, which last for the entirety of the game. They extend the time you can play, they multiply your score, or give you more time to sort of scroll the screen upwards, which comes into effect as we're going to see. This is where Celulo starts to feel a little bit play-to-winish, and really if you look at the top scores on the leaderboard here, primarily it's people that have just gotten the game, so they have all that free gold, or they're people that have bought the IAP, which is a little bit gross, to be honest. But the actual game is really fun. So what I'm doing here is I have to make a circuit that bridges from the left-hand side of the screen to the right. And I can move these little nodes, these cellulos, up and down, and I can rotate them by tapping them so they complete the bridge. If I touch the scroll button on the bottom right-hand corner, I can make the screen scroll up faster and scroll more things up. There's kind of a sort of late 90s kind of sort of light, techno-light feel to this game, and that pleases me greatly. I really like sort of late PS1 era puzzle games like Devil Dice and things like that, and this kind of appeals to those sensibilities of it being fairly relaxed, and also just, I don't know, just having a really nice sort of look and a bright energy and lots of colour and really nice sound. I'm going to shut up so you can hear the music. I like the little yay that the cellulos make as you complete a line, and it does have that, you know, that thing in I don't know, any puzzle game where you rack up a big combination and you get lots of points, and you see the scores popping, and that's really satisfying. So if I use one of my power-ups here, that kind of fills the screen up with these little guys, so that gives me more of a chance to get lots of points, which I can do just about. And of course, because this is a puzzle game, if you do well, you get a fever mode where for a few seconds you get the chance to make lots of connections, but I'm going to screw this up. And I've squandered that opportunity. Because things never seem to go as well when you're trying to show someone something. But, see, yeah, I finished there. That's the biggest complaint that I have with this game, is that it kind of seems to go for the sort of Bejeweled Blitz feel of going, you've got 2 minutes to play the game and that's it. And it really feels like you don't have any agency on the game if you're playing any kind of really good puzzle game, from Tetris through to the original Bejeweled or Zookeeper or whatever. Every time you're making a combination, you're extending your life in the game. You feel like when you hit that big combination that you're snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. That never happens in Celulo because you have 2 minutes and that's it. And I think worse, again, is the fact that the game never really communicates to you that you're about to run out of time. There was no, as you heard, there was no sort of beep, beep, beep as the clock ran down. There was no sort of visual information telling me that, hey, you're about to run out of time, you've got to hurry up and get your last few points in. And that kind of feels like a big miss to me. Perhaps it's just something simple like, you know, I mean, I was caught by surprise at the end of the game by it suddenly saying, hey, game over. And it's not even as if it says, hey, you ran out of time. It's, no, it's the game's over, as if you've screwed something up, as if you've run into a fail state, which doesn't really exist. And that's a big shame, I think, because I actually find the core concept of what's going on here an awful lot of fun. Last score at least. So the Cellulo Mania thing is basically prompting you to scroll the screen upwards as fast as you can because there are a lot of other nodes underneath. And I'm going to trigger my power-ups here. The other power-ups as well do things like sort of give you more time to do stuff before the screen moves up, or they let you. At the moment, I can only slide the Celulo up and down, but there's one power-up that lets you put them wherever you want them to be, which can be pretty helpful. This is one of those things where I'm sure if you're watching this video, you can see lots of obvious moves that I'm completely missing out, but there you go, again, it kind of, every time you finish, it kind of feels a little bit flat, and it's done. There's not even a trumpet of success or failure for finishing the game, and that's kind of a big shame. But I've leveled up there, so I've got 5 coins, so I can play more of the game if I want. But as you can see, my score just now is a third of what my high score is. That's because when I set that high score, I still had gold from the initial download that I put into multiplying my scores as much as possible. So, I mean, it is the very definition of play to win, which is fine, I guess. I mean, it is a free-to-play game. You kind of expect some element of that. But even if you were trying to, add free-to-play elements to this sort of a puzzle game, surely it would make sense to have a timer bar that would increase and give you more time with each combination you made, but say, hey, if you spend real money, this bar will drain slower, or you'll be able to add onto it more easily. So yeah, it kind of feels like the in-app purchase system that they've chosen doesn't really gel with what is a really good core game concept, you know, really kind of a lot of fun, if not the most original thing in the world. There's also Facebook connection for weekly tournaments, but with the early launch it's not really connecting right now, but they are working on a fix for that. So yeah, it might seem that I'm a little bit down on this, mainly because of the whole timer situation and how the game's rules operate. But the actual game itself, it's pretty fun. Yeah, give it a try, you might like it. For more, there's a full written report, a free-to-play log on wheredoesgodzillapoop.com. Until then, yeah, Cellulo, not bad, give it a shot. See you later, bye. But wait, there's more! WizCorp actually were producing a couple of different free-to-play puzzlers. Celulo, which did in fact come out on Thursday, and this as well, Tikitaka, which is, well, it was supposed to come out next Thursday on May the 16th. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of a slip-up. Someone pushed the wrong button, and they both got launched simultaneously. So Tikitaka you can't get right now. It's been pulled from the App Store to go back up on Thursday, but because I'm some sort of super sleep ninja, I managed to grab it. So we'll do a very, very quick look at this. Same currency systems as in Celulo. Same deal, spend the coins. Same deal, spend more coins to get more power-ups. I haven't played this that much, so I can get as many power-ups as I want, I think. I'm going to have this one, and that one, and that one. Why not? And the same boost, so I suppose let's see if we can set a high score, shall we? And go for these boosts with 2 Tiki Gold. So you can actually select these. There you go. And you kind of go, oh my god, it's a match 3 puzzler, great. But it's not quite that. So rather than just running my finger across 3 things of the same color, what I actually have to do is look at the sequence at the top of the screen and then match that. So red, yellow, purple, blue, green, 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 yellow, yellow, red. This is the sort of game that has you saying that sort of thing a little bit out loud to yourself. You know, going green, yellow, red, where is it? Which, you know, if people are listening to you carefully, it makes you sound like a bit of a weirdo, to be honest. Let's use some power-ups. Let's use more power-ups. So, yeah, this is kind of... To be honest, this isn't the... I can't really recommend Tikitaka over Celulo. I kind of thought Celulo felt quite fresh, and it had that nice sort of relaxing electronica music, and this kind of feels a lot more generic, to be honest. It seems a little bit weird that Tikitaka is clearly the less adventurous of the 2 games that WizCorp are putting out, but this is what's coming out second as opposed to Celulo first. Let's see, green, purple, purple, green, red, purple, blue. So yeah, there's not really much you can say about this game. So when I said we'll go over it quickly, I think I've run out of everything that you can say about Tikitaka within the 2-minute timer it's taken me to play this game. Green, yellow, 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 red. And again, just like Celulo, it doesn't really message you to say the time's running out. At least the tiles shake a little bit to say, hey, you're running out of time. But it does just kind of end. There's no real kind of agency you feel you have. Again, you get coins for leveling up. Again, obviously you can spend real money on gold if you want, and you can also share your score on Facebook. But there's nobody playing because the app's been taken down. But yeah, this is coming out next week. The best thing about playing a game that gets taken down on the App Store is you get to be the second person in in the world on the massive top 8 scoring list. So yeah, Tikitaka coming out next Thursday. Celulo already out. Celulo, I think, is probably worth a quick look. Tikitaka kind of less so. And that's it. Chris Charlton for wheredoesgodzillapoop.com. Bye.